Hi, it's Jen Thompson and welcome back to Everyday Wellness. Today, again, I'm going to talk about carbohydrates, and this time I'm going to help you know how many you need. Sometimes people think of counting carbohydrates as daunting and very, very difficult because they don't really know what they're looking for on the labels, and actually sometimes they just think you got to avoid carbs altogether. That's not the case. For the past 4 years, I've been doing the 21-day fix portion control program, and it's really helped educate me and so many of the people that I've worked with on this program to really understand nutrients and how carbohydrates are not the enemy. They're actually something that we really need in our life to give us energy, to fuel us right, but it's picking the right ones that can be the difficult part, and knowing what portion size. So I'm just going to go briefly through some of the list of carbohydrates that I choose and maybe some of the ones to really think about and maybe consider really watching your portion on. So if we think about a sandwich, okay? Usually we're making a sandwich, we're going to use 2 pieces of bread. Well, if you're using just completely white bread, I have a white bun here, this would be a serving, right? But really the nutrients inside it is nothing, okay, if it's just a white piece of bread. Over here I have a sprouted grain, 2 pieces of bread. Well, I would actually in this program consider just using 1 piece because that would be using a carb, which 1 slice is a serving. And my serving size is a ½ cup. I'm using this little colored container from the program to help remember what color goes with which nutrient and how many of these I need. So a ½ cup is a serving, which is a slice of bread, and I only get 2 to 3 of these a day, okay? So I'm gonna choose very wisely on my carbohydrates, right? So when I make a sandwich, I'm gonna do it open-faced. That's a really good tip to save you some carbohydrates, and again, I'm gonna make sure I'm choosing the right carbohydrate. Another carbohydrate I use a lot is the sweet potato. Now look at the serving size of that too. Packed full of nutrients, but you don't wanna eat this monster sweet potato or a monster white potato, okay? Because you still wanna consider portion size. So this size sweet potato would be perfect, good portion for me, okay? Now, what happens if I want some chips? I'm going out to dinner. This would be a carbohydrate, right? It would be a yellow container. So I really got to think about serving size. Okay, on a label on a bag, it would tell you your serving size. Again, I'm going to pick wisely on the type of chip I'm choosing. But if I'm going out to eat at a Mexican restaurant and I'm going to want chips and salsa, I better just really limit the amount that I'm eating of those chips, okay? Use a little self-control. Wraps is another idea. I pick a sprouted grain wrap if I'm going to use one at all, or maybe I just eliminate the carbohydrate part of it and use a lettuce wrap instead. Okay, there's a lot of tricks that I've learned along the way. Now it's party time, okay? We're going to go to a party and we know we're going to have desserts, okay? So you need to budget those out in a day. Your cookies, the cake, the brownies, all of those are treats and they fall into this yellow category. So in my day, I'm going to make sure that if I know I'm going to a party, I'm not going to use my carbohydrates in the morning or maybe for lunch, and I'm going to save them for the party, okay? So look at it here. A couple cookies would be a serving, right? So I'm going to budget those in my day. A glass of wine is a serving of a carbohydrate. So I'm going to budget that in my day if I'm going to be drinking at all. Same with a beer. If you're going to do it, make sure you think about it within your period of 24-hour day. Now I'm figuring out my calorie range based on the 21-day fix container chart that I have right here beside me. This is what I use all the time with customers or clients, helping them understand how to really think about their nutrients. You can use a journal like MyFitnessPal or some of those other ones out there, but do you really understand portion from that? Do you really understand where your calorie nutrients are coming from? So what I've found is that this program has really, really helped me. So there's all different colors of these containers, and today I'm really just talking about the yellow, but if you go to like Olive Garden, this is always my favorite example. How many servings of pasta do you have on that plate at Olive Garden? It's crazy. So this just really makes you more mindful of how many nutrients you're really packing in, good or bad nutrients. So the other colors are for, like this one's for vegetables, so I have it next to my tomatoes. The purple is for fruits, so I have that next to the apples over here. So that really helps you understand what goes in what container, okay? And again, each person, depending on the size of them, gets certain amount of containers every day. Now, carbohydrates, I'm talking more about the grainier, starchier ones. Fruits and vegetables are also very, very good carbohydrates, but we're going to use those differently in our bodies, correct? So those are actually different color containers in this program. So I hope this really helped you to figure out, no, you don't have to count necessarily the grams of your carbs if you're thinking about portion and you're thinking about the ingredients that are in your carbohydrates. So sweet potatoes, sprouted grains, quinoa, brown rice, those are always the ones I'm reaching for to fill up my yellow container to give me the most energy in the right fuel from them. If I'm choosing white breads and rolls and cookies and alcohol, I know the scale is not going to be as friendly and I'm not going to feel the effects of a good carbohydrate from that. So the 21-day fix has really helped me understand my nutrients and get the right portion to control my weight and to control my health and get me the best health that I possibly can. If you want to learn more about this program, please contact me below in the comments, like this video, subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to keep sharing more information about the tips that have worked for me and my clients. I cannot wait to share more of this information with you. In the next video, I will be talking about another color of these containers to help you understand more about your macronutrients. Come see me on the next video.